Hey everyone, I'm Brenton, and welcome to Brenton's Question of the Week, questions that collect ask. So last week's question, do you prefer collectibles to have an ES or not? So here are some of the responses from the community. Mojo Potato said, it's cool to have an ES on my statues, but I've never been the one to not buy something because it has a high ES. If I like the way something looks, I buy it, regardless of the ES. I buy with the intention to keep because I like the character / sculpt. If I sell it, I know it's used and displayed. I wouldn't expect that much for it, but I'll try to sell it at the going rate and see what I can get from there. Justin Sports Card said, I prefer ES on statues and in comics. 9.8 graded, or depending if autograph / population report, it can be a lower grade. Thanks for the video as always, Brenton. And Rob Barnes said, bonus question, why do you think Brenton usually wears the same shirt during questions of the week? Pro tip, it may be helpful when reading your choices to imagine Brenton's calm, even-keeled, professional-sounding voice reading them to you. So 1, is it the only shirt Brenton owns? This was suggested by a fan from KC. Brenton owns many shirts, but this one is simply his favorite one. 3, Brenton owns many shirts, but this one looks the best on camera. And 4, Brenton is actually a genius, and like many others, Einstein, Jobs, and Zuckerberg, his choice of shirt is secondary to all his other daily concerns, and he chooses not to waste the mental energy of deciding which shirt to wear every video. Thank you, Rob. I believe the answers would be 2, 3, and 4. Thank you. Now, Knight said, low ES, high ES, no guarantee on which will rise, if at all, but collectors love the excitement of hunting that piece, old or new, and adding it to their man cave. I went the low ES route. Now, thank you all for the great responses, and this week I've been thinking about, how do you feel about the video released by J&D about the Lord of the Rings Arwen? Now, personally, I had no problem with this video. Fans or community members, statue collectors, they want community engagement from companies. Then they got community engagement from companies, and they didn't like what they got. So, do you want it? Do you want this engagement, or don't you? Either way, this is the chance. You may get stuff like this. I don't think he said anything in the video that was factually incorrect. Now, I don't like how they treat their sold out as just of the allotment that they're selling, and it doesn't take into account that retailers are buying from them, so it technically isn't sold out, but that's, I guess, semantics. And then I didn't get a lot of passive aggressiveness, or I didn't feel as strongly in a negative sense as most of the community did. I feel like it was just kind of there. The video was what it was. And, I watched it, and then I moved on. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Please feel free to answer in the comments and come back next week to hear what other collectors had to say and for another